Good morning, good morning. The neurodivergent here. We're going to do some healing today. So if you're ready to make changes in your life, by all means follow along. We're going to start with some tapping, and you're going to help me help you are going to help me facilitate my ability to speak about tapping, and I'm going to help you learn how to improve your life. So if you are ready to improve your life, I want you to write down one thing about your life you'd like to improve right now. Go ahead and write it down. And you might notice some tingling, some tension come up in your belly. That's your belly saying, yeah, I don't want to change my life. I don't want to improve my life. I like my life just the way it is. And so if you're experiencing that tension and you want to overcome it, stick around. If you're not experiencing that tension and you're happy with your life, travel on. If you're unhappy with your life or you want to make your life better in any way, shape, and form, follow me right now. Start tapping. Go ahead and tap that screen a few times before you start tapping to help boost my popularity, because we're going to be tapping for 15 minutes straight. And we want to make me popular so that I can help more people. So when you help make me more popular, you help other people find me. So did you write down the one thing you want to improve in your life? Go ahead and do it right now. Write it down and notice the tension in the belly again. What do I want? There's so much I want to improve in my life. Just put down one thing and be specific. Be specific. I want this pain to go away. What pain? I want to make money. What money? I want to find love. What love? Be specific. Be precise with what you're writing down. All right. So tapping. What does that mean? What does that mean, Margaret? What does lymphatic flow mean? I'm tapping also. Nice, Tony. Beautiful. Be the change. Exactly, Tony. I'm tapping also. Good. Tap every single day. Make tapping like brushing your damn teeth. You brush your teeth at least twice a day, hopefully. Tap twice a day, right? There's no reason not to tap. Oh, I feel good though. Great. Tap about how great you feel. Notice the tension in the entire body there, but I don't feel great. Yeah, everybody's got a different story. Everybody has a different story. Tune into your story. Now, what is one thing you'd like to change in your life right now? I'd like now, I'm busy. I'm working. Good. So tapping is a means of releasing the blockages. The back of my neck is really relaxing. Nice, Tony. See how easy that is? It's so easy to release the bullcrap that we don't need. The hardest part is acknowledging the bullcrap that we don't need, right? The angers and fears and worries and resentments and jealousies and griefs and the old accidents and injuries and surgeries and emotional and mental crap that we're holding on to. Now, trauma is a big word nowadays, right? All kinds of things can be traumatic. Losing your teddy bear when you're 3 years old is massively traumatic. To an adult brain, whatever, dude, get over it. But in that 3-year-old's brain, that's friggin' crazy traumatic. Thanks, Tony, appreciate that. And you may be holding on to that trauma of losing that teddy bear when you were 3 years old, or moving when you were 3 years old, or whatever happened when you were 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in your mom's belly genetically, another lifetime, or even later. You might be holding on to that loss that is preventing you from moving forward in your life, from attracting things to you because, well, I'm just going to lose it. So why the hell would I try to make my life better? Because it's all just going to go away. And if we can release that fear of it going away, if we can release that trauma from back in the day, if we can release the things that are preventing you from being the person that you were meant to be. Do you know who you're meant to be? You are meant to be happy. You are meant to be love. Notice singular, love. You are meant to be balanced. Woo! Good. You feel the tingles running through your body? I do. And if you acknowledge those tingles, that means, those words are making sense to me. I'm releasing the blockages. A blockage is released and this wave of energy just flowed through me. What are we meant to be? We're meant to be happy. We're meant to be love. We're meant to be balanced. And when I say balanced, I mean physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, all levels. Balance. So someone mentioned earlier they would like improvement in their lymphatic flow. So what does that mean? Where is the imbalance is causing the lack of lymphatic flow? Is it possibly the lack of movement? Good, nice, user 61. So user 61, you might want to jump on my email list because I do so much more than just tapping. And what is Kundalini energy to you, Jessica? And notice your heart just tightened up. What is Kundalini energy to you? Go ahead and describe it in the chat. And is it possible that you're limiting yourself by only focusing on Kundalini energy and not all energy? Is that a possibility? Is it a possibility that you're looking at, I don't know. Beautiful, Jessica. If we don't know what something is when we want to release it, we will never release it because we're not going to get into that energy, into that frequency. Okay, Jessica, put in the chat. Put in the chat how much fear you have. Are you living in fear right now in this moment in your life? What, and if so, if you're comfortable, put down in the chat what you're afraid of. What are you afraid of, Jessica? And just so you know, we are all going through spiritual awakenings at all time. All of us. But some of us are closed off to what is being presented to us all the time. And everyone's spiritual awakening is completely different. And when you awaken spiritually, guess what? Your life doesn't change. I've let fear go. So you have no fear at all, Jessica? You are completely fearless? How about spiders? Are you afraid of spiders, Jessica? Our external reality is a projection from the back of our brains. That's one thing. We're imagination of ourselves. So can we imagine ourselves being amazing and balanced? Yes. So Jessica, you just realized I'm afraid of bugs. So you're not free of fear, are you? Okay. Is there other things that you're afraid of? Jessica, are you afraid of succeeding? Woo! Yeah. We think that we released all this fear. That's bullcrap, man. Yeah, we can release fears, but that doesn't mean that we are fearless. And fear is one thing that helps protect us, right? If we are afraid of flying in a plane, for instance, how many times do planes crash? We are all Jesus and God made flesh. Act responsibly. Yes, pencil pusher. Exactly. We are all pieces and parts. And stardust and God and Jesus, we are what we, as pencil pusher said there, imagine ourselves to be. And a lot of us imagine that we cannot achieve. A lot of us imagine that we are failures, that we are unconfident. A lot of us imagine that we are afraid and angry. Good. Keep saying that. User 61, I am healing. The solar system is within us. Exactly, pencil pusher. So user 61, by all means, fill out that intake form there and I'll contact you. And if you're noticing some tingling running through your body, that means that your body is literally healing. And when I say the body, I do not mean this bag of bones, right? I mean the physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual self is healing right now while you've joined into this room. This room is extremely powerful. And when you give yourself permission to heal, you give yourself permission to connect into, as Pencil Pusher said, the entire universe, the solar systems, the God, the Jesus, the Kundalini, the everything. Whatever word we want to put to it, whatever word we feel comfortable with. But remember, don't limit yourself to your comfort zone. Allow yourself, give yourself that permission to open up past, beyond the comfort zone. Imagine that, well, maybe there is more universes than just what I'm aware of. And what if I could imagine myself in a different universe who is physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually balanced? What would I imagine that looking like? And what if I could connect to that actual person or thing or whatever it is in another universe and ask, can you teach me what it... Whoa! Give yourself permission to release. Give yourself permission to listen to the possibilities, because this is just words that are flowing in. Your guys' energy is causing this chaos that is ensuing right now. So thank you for your guys' energy that's ensuing this chaos. And chaos isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if we ourselves panic around the chaos that is ensuing, then we create the negativity that is chaos. Oop, get back here. Just one moment here. I lost my... There we go. Good. We create the imbalance around the chaos because life is inherently chaotic. And as I'm speaking to you, you guys are also speaking to me. And I appreciate you guys being here because I'm learning a whole crap ton of crap right now, and I appreciate that. Whew. We are helping each other right now, here and in this moment. So I started on a rant about what tapping was, but we lost that rant, didn't we? Old Pincer Pusher changed the thought process. Beautiful. Thank you, Pencil Pusher. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Someday I'll be able to be on here consistently every single day. But I am still working on my ability to be balanced, because sometimes I get stuck up in the crap that's going around there and it destroys me. So I can't be on here when I'm destroyed. But I have tried to be on here when I'm destroyed with just the intention of tapping while I'm talking about the crap that I'm going through. And it does help. So why can't I be on here every day? So forgive her, Ghost Monkey. Forgive your mom right now, here and in this moment. I forgive my mother for being the way that she is, because my mother is doing the only thing that she knows how. That's it. Right? We can't be pointing fingers at her, because remember, there's 3 fingers pointing back at us. So forgive your mom. And I've worked with quite a few people who have had issues around the church, for instance, because they see the hypocrisies in the church and the people that are going on. Hey, forgive all that. If you're going to continue going to church, you're going to church for yourself. You're not going to church for anybody else. If you need the church, go to the church. If your church can be nature, go to nature. If your church is a monument in your house, or the cross that you wear on your heart, or the star, or whatever it is, be that your church, whatever it is. But release our judgment, as they say in the Bible, I believe. I've never read the Bible, so I can't speak directly to it. I can only take what I've heard. But nobody can judge anyone else except for God or the universe. And we judge the crap out of ourselves too, don't we? So release the judgment for ourselves. Give ourselves permission for doing all the stupid crap that we did back in the day. Okay? Even if we're doing stupid crap today. I was watching a stupid movie with Tom Green this morning. Tom Green and Dave England, and they were two snowboarders. I'm sure you've probably heard of Tom Green back in the day, but they were showing video clips of all the stupid crap that snowboarders would do back in the 80s and 90s, and we were idiots, man. But I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. And do I miss it? Yeah, I do. But I've also suffered the consequences of some of the stupid crap that I've done. So I've had to forgive myself, right? For trying to break beer bottles over my head and all that stupid shit. So we have all done stuff that we are, I am sweating like an ox today. Beautiful. You guys are killing it today. So give yourself permission to forgive yourself. Give yourself permission to forgive others for everything. Yes, you're going to judge. Hey, when you catch yourself judging, oh yes, that's right. I am practicing compassion. I am practicing gratitude. I am practicing being happy no matter what is going on. And it is a practice because our brains up here, our limbic system up here, our limbic system is wired to look for negativity. And that's why it's so easy to be negative. That's why it's so easy to judge, to be angry, to be afraid, to run away from your problems, because that's what we are wired for. So it takes practice every single day to acknowledge your limitations, to acknowledge your weaknesses, to acknowledge your past, and acknowledge the angers and fears and worries and resentments and jealousies and griefs and accidents and injuries and even the things that you don't know about, because some of this stuff that you are attached to every single day could be genetic, that happened a long, long time ago, and it wired you for a different way of being. And that's the great thing about my gifts is actually I can actually go back in time and rewire all that stuff for you, take out all the broken light bulbs, which in turn is going to help your parents, your moms, your dads. My daughter's helped me when I'm working with her. She's having a rough day. She's a bit ungrounded today, so she's up in the room with me sleeping right now. We did some work, but that's okay. Back in the day, I would have been ticked off about the fact that she was still laying here not doing anything. But today, I acknowledge the fact that she needs to just chill out today. That's okay. But we are going to go to the kitty store and get some kitty litter. So good. All right. So how do you guys feel better than you did 15 minutes ago? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat and then continue tapping while you repeat out loud, I feel this release. I feel better in my body. I feel good in my body. I feel happy. I feel grounded. I feel nothing. And that's not a bad thing. Because if you feel nothing, and before you were feeling a whole bunch of negativity, that's kind of like you just took a whiteboard and you wiped off all of the stuff that you didn't need anymore. And now you feel nothing, which means you have a brand new whiteboard to start filling it up with happiness and joy and love and compassion and gratitude and bliss. But realize when you do start filling your whiteboard up with that stuff, other stuff may come up that needs to be released, and that's a good thing. That other stuff that needs to be released is just another layer that's limiting you from the joy, the love, the happiness. Tingling and sensation is wild. User 61, you're killing it. Nice. So user 61, give yourself permission to accept the tingling sensation. Okay. When you've been in as much pain and disorganization as you've been in, sometimes those sensations can feel uncomfortable, right? Oh, something bad is about to happen. This tingling sensation is a good thing. So you tap and you say, man, I feel good. I'm connected to what this guy is saying. I'm connected to the universe. I'm connected to the possibility that I can literally heal myself. And for the first time in my life, I don't need anyone else to do it. But I have to acknowledge I have to acknowledge my own imbalances, and these are my imbalances. It's not the government's fault. It's not my parents' fault. It's not my brothers and sisters or friends' fault. It is on me. And it's not that it's my fault. It's just on me. And I am claiming this. I am owning it. And now today I am releasing it. I am releasing it. I am releasing it. And I'm giving myself permission to heal.